Here in the state of Utah, our legislature has recognized the constitutional right to privacy and the right to security of the data that's collected by government entities. Additionally, our current governor has an emphasis on One Utah, and that's the fact that we provide services to all of Utah, big cities, rural communities, small towns, and everyone in between. And we take the delivery of services seriously, but we also recognize that every individual's data, no matter where you are, needs to be protected. Any government entity, big or small, that's providing services, they have a need to protect the data that they're collecting. They have a requirement to protect it. So the program that we're implementing, it's not just for state agencies, it's for all government entities to ensure that they have the knowledge needed to properly mitigate risks associated with cybersecurity and mitigate risks that are associated with possible data loss.
My job is to try to make sure that none of our data gets lost or misused. If I don't have people that know what we have and where it's at, then we don't know how to protect it. So getting good trained staff and knowing what they're doing and how to categorize this stuff and inventory this stuff so that we know what we need to protect and where the assets are is really important with our program going forward.
We knew as part of our maturity metrics and accountability, we wanted to show that we have staff that have the knowledge of cybersecurity. And the Security Plus certification itself, it provides that core knowledge that we were looking for to make sure that those who have the certification, we can trust that they have that baseline knowledge about cybersecurity and risk management and incident response, which our cybersecurity professionals need.
We live in a very fast-growing technology state. We have the Silicon Slopes here, and that draws a lot of talent away from the state. So having a program like CompTIA is a repeatable process for us. So if I've got to bring in new folks, having that base level of talent that you can go back to repeatedly and knowing what you're going to get out of that is vital.
Communications is an integral part of this program. We really need to make sure that our agencies know about what we need to do to protect ourselves against data security threats. And this training is going to help those efforts.
This program will ensure that when it comes to the security of the information, that we have individuals in place that know how to implement security controls, and that we can have metrics in place to assess that knowledge and ensure that those controls are being properly implemented. And if they're not, we can mitigate that, retrain, or implement something else in our workforce development process to get the right people in place.
This training provides each agency the opportunity to have a champion who is trained in security, and they can then help communicate that information down to employees, all of their peers within the agencies. It really will help everyone be aware of security and be mindful of what they need to be doing in the future.
We have a very educated workforce. We have a lot of nationally ranked world-class universities within close proximity in Salt Lake Valley, Utah Valley, and up north. And this has created a well-educated young workforce, which has resulted in a lot of technology companies. And it's created a really challenging environment for hiring technology talent. So this training component is critical for us to not only train the staff internally that are in cybersecurity roles but have never been formally trained or certified. In addition, it helps us attract talent that's trying to re-enter the workforce. One of the governor's big pushes is workforce development, helping those who are residents of Utah trying to re-enter the workforce, give them opportunities to get in. And this is a great opportunity for that. You can get into a job and get trained and certified in cybersecurity and have a career path with stable employment with the government while having an amazing mission, which is protecting the data of the public that we serve.